Scognamiglio. So I have my rooting section here. Most of them are from New Jersey or Long Island. And you know, in here, I know they love me because they had to pay congestion pricing. My wife is here. My wife. I don't even describe my wife. Loving, kind, thoughtful, sexy, beautiful. Honey, did I say that all right? But really, you know, my wife and I, we've been together so long. Our marriage is like the mafia. No one is getting out of this thing alive. But what really turns me on now is when we're out to dinner. And my wife will lean over and she'll say, "I want to speak to your manager." That is so fucking hot. I'm 63 now. Woo! Thank you. Thank you. And really the most important thing in my life now is finding adjustable pants. In the waist and the crotch. Because, the older I get, the more my balls are like Los Angeles. At any moment, they can shift violently. I'm into a lot of old guy shit. History, love the Roman Empire. My wife totally doesn't get that. You know, she's like, you can think of nothing all day, but yet you can think about the Roman Empire, right? And I'm like, yeah, but it was the greatest empire. They built roads, they built the Colosseum, right? They conquered the world. You know, then she'll always, try to get me by throwing in something terrible they did, They enslaved people. Okay, but both black and white, so they weren't racists. They were just dicks. Look, maybe the Romans were fucked up because they drank water out of lead pipes. So, they didn't have the EPA or the FDA to protect them. And once Elon Musk is done with the government, we won't either. I love Costco. Apologies to the grocery people here. It's a good store, though. Come on, And greatest. If you need adjustable pants, you go to Costco. And what I love about Costco, in one trip, I can get a roast chicken and a case of adult diapers. Very, very convenient. I think I love going to Costco because it's more exciting than sex, and it never has a headache. I love alcohol. I admit it. There's nothing. Yeah. I love it. Alcohol takes the edge off, right? And as you can see, I don't have a lot of edges. But I love making that martini right before sitting down to breakfast. And but now all these studies have come out that say alcohol is terrible for you, right? Causes obesity, causes dementia, causes cancer. You know what? I read about these studies, and you know what I say to myself? I need a fucking drink. No, but alcohol does good things too. It makes ugly people beautiful. Yes. Right? We've all had that experience, right? Gives guys the courage to go hit on a hot girl. And it gets your MAGA-loving relatives to share their opinions with you, right? Right? I mean, without alcohol, how would you ever know what a disgusting racist your gram is? And I hate the double standard around alcohol, though, because there is one. My wife can carry a plastic water bottle with her around all day. No one says anything. I bring vodka to my daughter's soccer game once, I get banned for life. I'm in recovery now, not from alcohol. I grew up Italian and Catholic, and that's two identities that are totally in conflict, right? Because Italian is about getting away with all the shit you can, and Catholic is about feeling guilty for shit you didn't even do. And Catholics do guilt great, I went to Catholic school, I learned 3 things: reading, writing, and confessing. I was in confession all the time. I mean, there I am in a dark little closet with Father Frank, making up sins so he can forgive me. I'm lying at confession. I was 8 years old. What the fuck did I have to confess? Murder, extortion, prostitution? I mean, that wasn't me, that was my family. So, I'd make up some bullshit little white lie, like, I stole loose change from my mother's purse. All right. I would never tell Father Frank what I really did, like, cut a peephole in my sister's bedroom. But I can say this. I was around priests a lot, and you want to know something? They never touched me, they never molested me. And I can look back years later right now and say, was I too ugly to molest? As bad as the priests were, the nuns could be even worse. I think the nuns came in two varieties. Vicious bitch, and what I call nunt. Now, N-U-N-T. Half nun, half see you next Tuesday. Okay? And the worst nunt of all was Sister Terrence Thomas. She was fucking mad. I tell you, I think she missed her true calling in life. Abusive basketball coach who hangs out in the girls' locker room just a little too long. So, one year we got a new kid in Sister's class, Joey. And Joey came from public school, so his spirit hadn't been broken yet. And the sister gave out a writing assignment. We're all doing cursive. Now, for my younger audience members, cursive is the way we used to write before block printing was invented, okay? Like, all my kids are young adults now, and they don't use cursive, they use block printing. So, all my Father's Day cards look like ransom notes, right? It's like, Happy Father's Day, if you ever want to see Mom again. But, back to Sister. So, Sister's walking around, checking our work, and she's abusing kids like Pete Diddy got a freak off. And us Catholic school veterans, we knew the drill. When Sister's going full psycho, close your eyes and wait for it to pass. Kind of like Melania when she has sex with Donald. And she gets to Joey, and she goes nuts on Joey, okay? She smacks him across the face, makes him take his paper up to the front of the classroom. Poor Joey goes up there, and he turns around, and we see the tears streaming down this kid's cheeks. I feel bad for the kid, right? And he screams all of a sudden, "Fuck you!" And he runs out of the classroom. Now, we just sat there in stunned silence, right? In our guilty little Catholic hearts, we're like celebrating like Eagles fans after the Super Bowl, right? We're ready to fucking tear this. Go Birds! We're ready to fucking tear that school down, But I don't know whatever happened to Joey because we never saw him again, So I assume he went into the witness protection program. But here's the sad part. After all After all that, my cursive still sucks. Doctors look at my handwriting and they're like, "What the fuck does this say?" But here's what I would tell you, what I learned. All those years in Catholic school, confession, doing penance, I've learned that when you are in a tough spot in your life, toughest time in your life, darkest time in your life, and you need that divine intervention, really the best policy really is fucking lie! Never tell the fucking truth. Because if you get really good at it, you might become president.